Right, Brian, how are we doing? We've got a spicy little threshold session, a little bit above threshold today on the comeback. But
Yes.
before we get into the session, let's tell a little bit about your story. So, you were mentioning just as we were chatting before going on camera today that normally for your turbo sessions you do a little bit of DJing, you get a little set up that you can listen to during your turbo. So talk a little bit about where all that came from and
Yeah.
a little bit about your story kind of getting into.
Okay. Well, that's a good starting point because going right back, see, when I was a teenager, so I think around about 1989 when the rave scene came in, I was right into my kind of dance music and pretty much all-nighters and weekenders. You were dancing for 12 hours, and I'd always be one of the guys at the end, still going, still wanting more. And that carried on right through my teenage years into my 20s, going clubbing and everything else and going to Ibiza. And honestly, the music would finish and I'd still be wanting to go. So I think that's that endurance part of me has definitely always been there, although I wasn't an athlete doing sport then, only playing football. It was always there, kind of that, probably aerobic, keeping going, slowly plodding away. And I think that's transferred quite into my triathlon journey as well. Music-wise, my friends always DJ'd when I was younger, and I never really had the time and patience for it probably. But with my last operation I had last year, I thought, there'll be a couple of months where I can't train or do anything. So I bought some decks and developed my DJ skills, and now I actually make a 1 hour set. See if I've got time on a Friday evening, I'll download the latest house tracks and kind of funky music, and then I make a set. So when I've got my two turbos to do, I'm critiquing myself and listening to that, and the hour just flies in. So it's really cool.
I think we need to get these put into the group chat on a Friday night, and we can get everybody motivated for their turbo set. So when you were younger as well, it wasn't necessarily endurance sports that you were into, was it? It was more extreme sports.
Yeah, so football when I was younger, and then when I met Marianne, her brothers lived in France and snowboarded, so straight away I got the bug for snowboarding. I'd loved the speed, been right on the edge, and I quickly got into that, so like going out to the Alps a few times a year, and I guess doing that's one of the things that led to my first back operation.
So, that's, a very pertinent point and kind of why we're here where we are today, really. Those extreme sports, and you were rhyming off the number of accidents you had over the years. How's that been?
Yeah, so, that very first time, I think I was still playing football, like Sunday League down in England, and then I guess my back had been pretty stiff. I don't know if it's because I'm tall or a terrible posture or whatever else. But yeah, when I went snowboarding and had that accident, the doctor went in and he said, look, you've actually got some more damage than just the disc I removed. And then over the years, I've really realised how tender my back is. So Pilates and yoga since 2007 probably is part of my recovery. And I notice if I don't do it and maintain that stretching before and after anything, my back gets really sore. But yeah, so from that first accident, I've had a few other ones in the half pipe where I got knocked out. I've been knocked off my motorbike by a taxi, knocked off my road bike in Edinburgh as well. So I've had lots of impact injuries, and what's happened over the years is I've had 2 discs out now, so one in October last year, but I've also got, I think, L2, L3s protruding, and that's the one that I'm managing now, and I don't want them to take it out. But yeah, I had years and years of naproxen, anti-inflammatories, and then obviously steroid injections since I've met you the last 2 years, just to get me to the start line all the time, which,
It's been a painful journey.
Yeah,
and I guess, as you mentioned, that kind of culminated last year a little bit where you accepted to get surgery and try and get some of it at least fixed and kind of try and come back to doing the things that you love to do. So how was that surgery? Success?
Yeah, I think so. It's been great, to be honest with you. So I think with Keltman last year, getting the injections before to get to the start line, and then even in Ironman Barcelona, I was able to take enough pain meds just to get me through the run. But the Keltman, as soon as I got to the top of the Torridon Hills and I started descending, that pain, I think I actually I'm not going to say I blacked out, but I can't remember some of the run back to the finish line. It was that painful, and that's when I said, look, I can't take any more injections, any more meds. Let's make a big change here. And yeah, the operation, touchwood's been absolutely brilliant, but it's the first time in my life I've stuck to a programme. So working with you and John Taverna, my physio, has been brilliant, Grant. Honestly, it's like there isn't a day I don't miss the little bits of physio he gave me, whereas in the past I do a little bit, feel a little bit better, and charge back in, bang the mileage on, and rebound back and forward.
Like we all do. Yeah. So
It's
we're
terrible.
learning. Cool. So this year we've got lots of events, lots of goals, and even leading into next year. Do you want to share your events for this year?
Yeah, so I think originally part of my comeback was going to be about doing some work for charity this year. So obviously with the cancer in my family, I wanted to do what I can, and through the support of Scottish Power, do Land's End on a groats over like 7 days, so 140 a day. And when I spoke to you, it was like, can you help me? Although you're a triathlon coach to a lot of people, and you've always said, I think you're much more than that as well, Grant. So it was about putting a plan together to get me to May this year, be able to sit on the bike for 10 hours a day. That was a really big goal, but the way it's worked out with one of my close friends, he had an operation in his neck and can't do it. So that's off to 2027, and it's opened up new opportunities. So I've got the Castle Series Olympic distance in June now, and then in August, Krakow, the 70.3. So really excited to build to that and follow an actual programme this time.
Nice one,
Yeah.
nice one. And that just brings us on to now. So we're going to get into a threshold session. Now, we did some testing last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And your power was definitely down, which we would
from
expect.
last year, yeah.
From a little bit of time off. Knowing that power's down, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and push that up. We know that you've got the aerobic capabilities in there somewhere, although they're not there right now. So pushing that threshold up, trying to nudge that, working a little bit over threshold for the next little while and see where that takes us. So today's session is 10 times 3 minutes. Just over, it was programmed just over threshold, but I know you've been feeling a little bit stronger over the past week or two, so we'll play around with that and we'll see where we go with it. Do you want to get warmed up?
Yeah, let's go
Let's
for
get
it.
started. Not necessarily.
So I got some adjustments made, see, because of my bad back before. Another big fit. Now that I think my posture's changing a little.
And then we are going to go into a little build. I think we'll get 10 times a minute. And we're just going to go up the gears and get
Sounds good.
the blood flowing, get the heart rate up, get warm in this awesome little shed of Jerry's, this training dungeon.
It was good of him to let us use his set up today, and his rocker plate. This is
I know.
unusual.
How is the rocker plate? What do you think of it?
I like it. I think it's really good for my back, actually. See, because it's not got that stiffness. I'm finding it quite. Yeah, I think I might get one.
I told you could sell anything to anybody.
Yeah.
So we've got 10 by a minute, and then we're going to go 4 times 30 seconds. Again, just another little build, just up to threshold, or just over, I think.
Okay, I can get rid of this. It's only because I never had the axle.
Yeah. I think I had a bike fit once. I'm not the best person to ask.
I put in a relay team, so, well, a pair. So if I'm not feeling it and my back gets a bit stiff or sore, I'll just miss out a couple of laps.
No, you're good. Watch this trisuit. Talk to us about this trisuit. It looks like it's had a few stories.
Yeah, if you see any pictures of me doing Aberfeldy, this is my... I've had this maybe 15 years.
Wow.
My first ever trisuit.
Wow. That's impressive.
Oh, 11 years, sorry, not 15.
11 years.
2015, yeah.
And it's still going strong.
Great.
And it still fits you.
Well, you know.
So we're on the last little bit. We're going to come back down just a touch very shortly in 30 seconds. Okay, we're on our 30 seconds now. We're going to ramp up to threshold. Last little bit of the warm up. Keep it fluid. What have we got in our bottle?
Stirka mixed. So
We've got some carbs.
Carbs and electrolytes.
Good.
Whereas before it would have been water with some salt in it. Yeah, but in the morning, so you getting up and having toast and jam and a coffee and going swimming. It's massive. I was trying to say to the other folk, man, eat something. But I'd rather have another half hour in bed. I get that.
Can you eat something in the car? And you've had your bananas and blueberries?
Yeah, just before.
This morning? Or
yeah.
Just before this session?
As you know, I follow a plant-based diet for 7 years it will be this year.
Are you?
Yeah, 2019. Brilliant, now I felt stronger.
Good. Works?
Yeah. Well, for me.
Oh, that's the key. And it's the key for everybody, isn't it? Making sure you get make sure you get all your nutrients, get your protein in, which is always a challenge. Okay, last little bit, and then we'll bring it down again to the session. So let's just spin nice and easy for a bit, and then we'll go into 10 times 3 minutes. We've got a really short rest at 45, so let's just see how the first 2 or 3 go.
Yeah.
If it feels easy at that point, we can up it, but let's keep it in line for the first 2 or 3, because the rest is short and it should creep up. The goal is for it to creep up a little bit, okay? Okay, let's concentrate now and we'll get into the sets.
Okay.
Do you know roughly where your heart rate should be?
Yeah. So I'm recovering, it usually sits about 115 to 120 in between. It depends how hard the set is where the max is.
Right,
yeah, it was like
threshold should never be max, right?
It was about 150 the last time.
Okay.
It was going from 150 to about 118.
Okay, that's good
for the
recovery.
5 of them.
That's good recovery. Okay, let's get going in 5, 2, 1, let's go. Just increase it gently. There we go. We're there. Let's just hold it there, man. Nice and smooth. That's good. Okay, heart rate's up now. Does it feel comfortable?
Yeah.
No, it's in line with where it has been, and the fitness will follow quite quickly. I'm quite confident of that. Right, nice and easy now. Okay, focusing, calming the breathing down a little bit. After this one, we will see how you're feeling and what we do with the power, okay? You should have a good estimate after this one. A really good measure for how fit you are is how quickly that heart rate drops. When it's dropping quickly and a good chunk continuously through the reps, it means you're in a good shape.
Right.
If that decrease becomes less and less and less,
yeah.
then we're not quite in as good shape.
So I'm hoping it goes to roughly the same every time then.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
But it's nothing to worry about just now. You know, we don't need to be, super fit right now. This is the process of getting fit, getting strong.
6 weeks in.
Not long.
Every day is a win.
3 are probably going to be the ones to focus on.
Right.
And then the last 2 will just be a little push.
What are you thinking? Just keep it there or?
Keep it there. There's no point in burying yourself. You know, the best thing that you can do today is wake up tomorrow morning and do it all again.
Excellent, I like that.
number 7.
4 to go.
4 to go. Still feeling okay?
Yeah.
In control?
Yeah.
Let's do this one, and if you still feel okay, we can maybe ramp it up a little bit.
I won't be shy to ask you to move it back down. Struggling, you'll see it.
I'm in charge of the laptop, so I get to decide. You can't reach it.
Feels good. Comfortable. Too comfortable maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I thought it was increasing at the beginning, but I think, yeah. Cool, right, we're going to increase the watts, 10 watts this time
right.
for these last 3, so hopefully it's a little bit more of a push. Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
260.
You feel it?
Yeah, it's more dialed in like.
Especially with longer stuff. That's still easy.
Not easy, but I'm not going to say comfortable. Still enjoying it.
Okay. Do you not enjoy it when it gets hard?
I don't know. I think I love it. But that's a great shout, see my right heel. Just pushing it down.
Well, it looks a little bit, I was looking at it during the set, and actually you've made a change really quickly.
Yeah.
Which is good, and hopefully you're getting a little bit more power through that. But I still think just having somebody to look at you, how you're sitting on the bike, and that knows a little bit about your back and stuff. And
yeah, that's proper.
I can hear you breathing now. It's good.
Yeah, it feels like threshold. Over.
Good.
Yeah, that was more effort to get there this time.
Yeah. I still think it's not too hard.
Oh, it's not like, well,
Yeah, judging by how you're speaking, I think. Yeah.
I'm not crawling off the bike.
No. I think we've definitely got your power a little bit wrong. Need to increase it. Going to put it up again for this last one. Let's see where you are. There was a little bit of information. 280. We started at what, 250?
Yep.
Last one.
Magic. Once my cadence goes up, I'm comfortable. You know what I mean?
This should feel like a struggle, and I don't think it is.
It's not yet.
No. It's amazing how quickly you can get fit again. Is that hurting already?
That's good.
Good.
Definitely working. There's definitely still some left.
There should always be some left.
I'm pushing harder than the last time. What harder? Brilliant.
Done. Finished. Good job.
That's great, thanks.
Smashed it. So what did we learn? What did we learn today? Wait for you to get your breath back.
When we reset after the operation,
Yeah.
it was the right thing to bring it down.
Yeah.
But it's actually went back up quite quickly, sticking to the structure the last 3 weeks.
So the rate at which your fitness has come back has been really, really fast, which, you know, in part we would expect, but we need to really adjust and just keep an eye on that threshold to make sure that you're continually progressing.
Right.
Because that was way too easy. That was meant to be a really hard session today. and it wasn't hard until the last rep. And then we kept on ramping up the power. So that's good. It's good to have found that out today. But that was a really solid session.
No, thanks,
Well
it's
done.
great.
Good information finding exercise.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Good confidence builder as well, because that's part of the comeback. It's a good stake in the ground again.
100%. Well, I used to always love the coming back from an injury because you notice those improvements really quick.
Yeah.
And oftentimes you get to a level where those improvements don't really happen anymore.
Yeah.
So it's nice. All right, 5 minutes,
Okay.
nice, easy, cool down. Session done.
Lovely.
Nice one. So that's Brian finished. So it was nice to learn a little bit about your story today, Brian.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. And it's an incredible kind of comeback this year for you. And let's keep on pushing, make sure we're going in the right direction. But a good, solid session today. Hope you enjoyed episode 2 now, guys. Like, subscribe, and follow on the journey.